American League West takes on the Central. It's the Seattle Mariners against the Chicago White Sox. Next on 2K Sports.
It's all about the American League. Now presented by Pepsi. Here's a look at the Mariners starting lineup. So who are you looking at, John? It'll be Ichiro leading us off.
First inning for the Seattle Mariners. Center fielder, number 51, Ichiro.
At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. Ball game yesterday, a loser for the Mariners. That was the fourth game of the series, ended up 2-2 against the Red Sox. Ichiro swings and misses. Count is even. So in that last outing, 3-run deficit, couldn't find a way.
No, and it just didn't seem like they were into it this game, like they weren't playing their game and ended up finding themselves on the wrong end of the score.
And that'll sit down Ichiro. And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. Scouting these fielders, Steve.
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there, just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
And Sean Figgins to bat. One out, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss behind, 0-1.
Well, going to try to make some contact in this ball game today because he swung and missed a little bit too much, striking out twice in his last game.
And it's 0-2. Figgins, you'll be careful here to make contact.
Great stuff from the pitcher. Now he's ahead 0-2. He can go in so many different directions.
Still 0-2. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And that's the first hit for the Mariners in the game. About speed on the base pass. State Farm takes a look at the leaderboard for stolen bases. A look at Figgins. He's number 2 on the list.
Well, anytime you can be at the top of the league in stolen bases, you're really helping your team. But not only that, he can steal second, but he can also steal third base. So you walk him, you try to pitch around him, or he gets a bloop base hit. A bloop turns it.
Ground ball to short, and he's got it now. That's one. Over to first and safe. Very close play. He will not get the double play.
Well, they get the lead runner at second, but they just couldn't turn 2. I know they wanted to.
And it's Ken Griffey Jr. in the box now. Called strike, and Peavy's got him on 1.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
And with 2 strikes on him now, Griffey Jr., who likes to really hit from his heels, cut that swing down.
The pitcher's way ahead. He's got some room here now to play with some pitches. Don't be too fine giving him something good to hit.
And that'll put Griffey Jr. on at first.
Now batting.
Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
2 out, 2 on for Jose Lopez. Career numbers for him, 277 off the White Sox. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
And Jake Peavy, he's heading in. Works his way out of the first inning without allowing anyone to score. And the White Sox, their first chance is coming. And it'll be Cliff Lee doing the pitching. He'll be starting this one off for Seattle. And as he looks at this White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
Cliff Lee has really developed as a pitcher over the last several years. The key for him is command of the fastball on both sides of the plate. He has the willingness.
Swung on, hit down the line and left. It has a chance. Gone, a home run. And the first run of the ball game. Wow, it comes with a solo home run and a 1-0 lead.
Well, that's what you want. Run support for your pitching and attack the opposite.
Lee with the windup. A swing and a miss. Ramirez, strike one. And we've got offense here in the first inning, just the way they wanted to start this ball game.
Now, the pitching's going to have to settle down here. Now, I know it's early, but you don't want this thing to spiral out of control.
Hit sharply towards the hole. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
We might not have been able to get him out at the plate, but a short run over to first, and he still retires his man.
And Paul Konerko to bat. Well, leading the league in home runs. One out, bases empty. Here's one hit very well deep. Ichiro will field. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Lineup for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. And our scouting report, John. Who are we watching for today?
Well, the potential's there for Alex Rios to be a productive hitter. So let's see if he can provide some offense for his team today, because they're going to need it.
And he pulls into first. Clobbers this ball. A soaring drive deep left center field. Over the wall. A two-run home run.
White Sox lead expanded here, Gary. They just keep the
Bases empty with one away.
Gordon Beckham.
Lee's pitch swung on and missed. They are happy, Steve. This output is getting this game going in a hurry.
Well, standing around on the field in the top half of the inning didn't seem to affect them because they came in swinging the bat.
And we'll look to see if the pitching can settle in. And we'll take a quick look at the Mariners and how they line up positionally. And Steve, scouting anyone here?
Sean Figgins is really some kind of athlete. He shows defensively. There's not a play that he cannot make. He has great range and agility to make all the tough plays.
So Alex Rios, he'll try and keep it going. Look at the lifetime numbers. 280 against Cliff Lee. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. And a great way to start in the first. They get 3 runs off a bad pitching start. The White Sox lead it 3-0.
Top of the second inning.
All lit up here at U.S. Cellular Field on this beautiful night for a game.
Casey Paxton.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And that's out number 1, stepping on the bag.
Designated hitter, number 20.
It's going to be Clement now. One out, bases empty. Called strike, and Peavy's got him 0-1.
Now, good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Fielded by Ramirez. So Clement is retired.
A chance now to take a look at the Mariners and how they rank in the American League right now. 3rd in ERA, 4th in triples, and they're in the top 10 in base on balls. And a real strength for any club that even if you're not hitting on a given day, if you work the count, you can get runners on and get base runners in scoring position.
That's a strike. Peavy gets it by him.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Jack Wilson will take a little defensive stance in the batter's box. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And that's going to be a base hit for Wilson.
Well, the last thing you want to do is have a quick inning. That 2-out hit right there will prolong the inning. Great piece of hitting.
It's Riggins at the plate. 2 outs and a man on first. Peavy misses. He's out of the zone down low. At the belt, the 1-0. Cutter just off the black, and he falls behind 2-0. And here's the pitch. That fastball is in for a strike. 2-1.
And you can hit your spot with that kind of movement, down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And there's Quentin for out number 3. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. The shutout continues in Chicago. Leading it off, A.J. Brzezinski. He's in the top echelon of hits right now.
A.J. Brzezinski.
Lee with the windup. Hot shot towards the hole. And that'll put Brzezinski on first. Now we have a moment, courtesy of State Farm. Let's see who has the league in hits.
Well, this guy's the ultimate contact hitter right here. He's leading the league in hits. He's all over the ball. I mean, there's not a pitch he can't hit. The great thing about it is you never see him try to overswing to do too much. He knows what his role is, and that's to get on base and start rallies. He's done it better than anyone in the league right now.
That brings up Martin, swinging a line drive. One away now, and they just tried to hold him there at first. Let's see what the Seattle Mariners have coming up.
Number 27.
Thursday, they will finish up the Chicago series. Following that, it'll be a road series to play the Twins and their hitter, Delman Young. Great series there. That'll be at the end of the week. Swing and a ball hit high in the air. Deep right field. Gone! A 2-run homer. The lead is 5 thanks to that 2-run shot.
Now the third home run in this game off this pitcher, so they're starting to figure something out. He can't be in there much longer.
Let's see if we see some inside stuff coming up here.
Number 18.
White Sox lead expanded here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Nobody on base, one away. First pitch on the way to Damon. Lee's pitch swung on and missed. And Steve, they're starting to run away here, even though it's early in the ball game. The offense putting real pressure on the pitching.
Well, taking advantage of the mistakes by the pitching staff and capitalizing on it. And when they get back out there, they need their pitcher to put up zeros.
Hit sharply down the line. And that one is in there, his second hit today. And Damon's trying to stretch it. So that brings Alexei Ramirez up. That was the White Sox taking the win yesterday. That made it 5 in a row, and they'd like to try and make it 6. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Tough fastball, swung on and missed. 0-1. Took an extra frame to get it done, but they did pick up the W in 10.
Yeah, and that's just enough to get that victory in what a hard-fought ball game.
Lee with the windup. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes, and Alexei Ramirez is set down.
First base.
But when you're getting guys out with 3 pitches, you know you're dominating.
That's a time when you know you are definitely in the zone, and he was on that at bat. Now Paul Konerko batting with a runner on first. He's the league leader in ribbies. And he starts Konerko out. That's a ball. Lee misses. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Konerko not making contact. That'll even up the count. A fine career 362 hitter against Cliff Lee. 2-1. And Konerko will take it down low for a ball.
Well, his last game came so close to hitting for the cycle. Got the home run and the single and double, but unfortunately just couldn't come up with a triple.
Swing and a miss. Konerko not making contact. That'll even up the count.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
Line towards second. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. White Sox, they've got a commanding 5-run lead. And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crunk bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Ichiro up. Grounded out his last time up. First pitch on the way to Ichiro. Called strike, and Peavy's got him on 1.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
And Ichiro looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. 7 hits, 19 at-bats lifetime off Jake Peavy. Swung on, line softly, left side. Streak continues. That gets in. That'll bring up Sean Figgins. Now the hottest table setters. State Farm, our leaderboard on base percentage over the last 10 games.
That's a lot of quality at bats right there. You see the on-base percentage. These guys giving solid plate appearances, finding a way to get on base. You spoil a lot of pitchers' pitches that way. Take a walk and get a base hit. They're getting it done.
And he steals often, and he gets away with it. He's one of the league's best. And it's 0-2. Figgins, he'll be careful here to make contact. Cutter thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, good movement on the cutter there, but he's got to get the ball down to the zone. He can get hurt with hitters throwing it up there.
Sean Figgins with a good eye. That one will even up the count. Now Brzezinski positions himself. That's a foul ball. And that one sails by Sean Figgins. Caught him a looking strike.
Well, Gary, when I was playing, if I got fastballs right down the middle, when I had 2 strikes, I might have made it to the big leagues.
That's exactly right. Runner on here from Milton Bradley.
Now, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
Bradley gets set. Here's the first pitch. Called strike, and Peavy's got him on 1. On the way. On the ground to third. And he's up with it. To second, there's 1. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
Plays off a called strike of the knees, 0-1.
That's a good, hard fastball right there. Let's see if he comes back with another one.
And we saw that wild throw there. Popped him. Now he's on base.
Now, sometimes that fastball just runs in on you. You can't get out of the way. He couldn't get out of the way there.
2 out, 2 on for Jose Lopez.
Oh, Gary, that hit battle we just saw. Now 2 runners on base. A little rally starting here. And maybe the pitcher getting a little bit rattled.
Hard grounded to short. Throws to first, side is retired. Solid outing, moves on here. Jake Peavy. No runs allowed through 3. And it'll be the White Sox. Look at the manager, Ozzie Guillen. He has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run so important. Leading it off, Carlos Quentin. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
He's swinging the bat very well today and doing a little bit of everything. Driving in runs, hitting the ball out of the ballpark, having a good ball game.
Lee with the windup. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1.
Well, he threw him the cutter right there, and it looked like he was trying to chase that one. Be patient, young man. It'll get there.
Hit in the air. Well, I don't know what's going wrong for these guys. Extending their lead to 6. Solo, big shot.
Well, they're showing an awful lot of confidence here, leaving him in the game, Gary. I mean, they are pounding him right now today. White Sox lead expanding here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Number 15, Jordan Beckham.
And the first pitch. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1. And Steve, you give up that big fly ball. Now trailing further in this one. Pitcher's got to find a way to shut this down right now.
Well, that's right. And listen, now with the bases empty, you've got to get in your mind that you're starting over and get outs.
Swing and a miss, gets away. He's heading for first. Oh, and he's got it over to first base, and they get the out.
Now, great catching. He's earning his money behind the plate today, chasing that ball in the dirt, blocking it, and getting the runner out just in time.
That could be a great way to start the offense if you can get a runner like that on, because that's really a steal when you do. And Alex Rios up. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. Here's the delivery. Now a swing and a shot toward second. So Rios is set down. We're getting right up in the trading deadline. This is the Central Division at this point, brought to you by State Farm. First place, the White Sox. Twins in the second spot. In third place, it's the Royals. Fourth place, the Indians. And rounding out the list, the Tigers.
In the tough AL Central, we all thought the White Sox would finish down on the pack, but instead, they're sitting on top and making us all look silly.
Pollard called on to do the hurling now as they make the pitching swap. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
Well, he was way behind on that one. Must have been looking for something else.
A swing and a miss, strike 3, but a chance at first. He gets the throw down to first base, and they'll get the out.
That's a great play there by the catcher. When the pitcher throws one in the dirt like that, he's really hoping the catcher will block it, keep it in front, and be able to get the out at first.
Kind of plays that can change the momentum of a game if you don't get that out. So Cliff Lee setting off the field. The White Sox lead it. And Casey Kochman with that.
First base, number 11, Casey Kochman.
Here's the pitch to Kochman. Oh! Yow, a little low. Got it in the dirt, but he held on. And Peavy with a 1-0 delivery. There's a bullet towards third. And it's through. Credit Kochman a single. Now we take a moment to look at the pitching staffs allowing the fewest free passes this month. Brought to you by State Farm. The Angels #1, the A's 2nd, Blue Jays 3rd, Indians 4th, and the Mariners 5th. Swing and lined up the middle, and it's through. Base hit for Clement. This a great situation for some offense.
Shortstop.
Well, real solid approach, trying to work gap to gap up the middle of the field. Gets a fastball on the outer third of the plate, but able to stay on it and get himself a base hit to center.
First pitch. That's him off with a breaking pitch inside. 1-0.
Well, you're going to see the frustration starting to mount a little bit here. They've had their opportunities getting base runners on. They just cannot come up with the big hit. But listen, sooner or later, you're going to capitalize if you get guys on it.
Swung on and hit. It's going to be Quentin. That's one down.
Let's take a chance now to take a look at where the White Sox sit today in the rankings in the American League. First in doubles, first in batting average, and they're also the #1 team hitting with runners in scoring position. That batting average driving in runners. This lineup knows how to hit in the clutch. They're patient. They let the ball come to them, and then they deliver.
Here's the 0-1 from Peavy. He sends this one in the air towards center. That one falls in there for a base hit. And Kochman comes in. Seattle keep that momentum going and stay with it.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he took advantage of it.
Swung on line to right center field, and it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. And he scores from second base. Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are. Sean Figgins, he hits with 2 on. And they still need a lot of offense. They're getting some. What they wanted was this a little earlier in this ball game.
Well, that was a nice at-bat we just saw there, Gary. You don't have to get them all back at once. He stayed within himself. Just get a little bit at a time, and it can get you right back in the game.
It's the baseball adage called chipping away, and that's what they're doing right here. Fresh count, Figgins, here it comes. Ball! Fastball runs inside, 1-0.
Well, just like The other team wants to tack on run.
He squares around and he gets this one down. Peavy on to first. That's out number 2.
Seattle Mariners.
And a chance to check out the schedule for the White Sox. Final game with Seattle is Thursday. They'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Oakland Athletics. That gets underway on Friday night. Then they'll take on a team they're confident about. The Tigers at Comerica Park. Nothing easy coming up. Then Milton Bradley to bat. In 15 lifetime ABs, he's picked up 2 hits off Peavy. Gets that call at the knees, evens the count at 1 apiece.
Now that he's established the strike zone down and in, he can elevate a pitch or go with something soft away from the hitter.
Gets another one down. That'll score a run. Safe at home plate. He comes around to score. This lineup's just unbelievable. They found momentum and they've been able to carry it on and on and on. And Ken Griffey Jr. An offense here that's going in the right direction. They've got time to put this ball game away. First, you got to get back in it.
Gary, that last at-bat is exactly the kind of at-bat that they needed. Quality, professional approach, putting it in play. Now they're in a position maybe to tie this thing up early on.
The pitch. And that's strike 3, and mercifully so. Inning comes to a close, but big-time damage done. Big offensive inning, 5 base hits and 4 runs. The Mariners, they are making progress. They've cut into this lead. We'll get a look at that leadoff hitter due up here in the inning. On screen now, there's Don Wakamatsu. Up here and keep this ball game tied. And here's Martin in the top 10 in hits. Takes a swipe on that pitch in the dirt. Not sure if he saw that. Pitch on the way. And that's a strike. Martin's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
Well, I tell you what, for a 2-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch. And as Jim told me in the box now, what a year for him. Top 5 in homers. He waved at that breaker and misses, and an 0-1 count. Now Riggins spots the pitch. And that's a strike. Tomei's going to have to hit with a little less of a cut here. And Jim Tomei looks at that one. It's a called strike 3.
To get a better look, K-Cam's going to show us the curve.
It's Johnny Damon now. One of the best batting averages in the league. First pitch on the way to Damon. Swings a little late that time. Strike 1.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate, day in and day out. That consistency is critical to their success.
And Bradley puts that away to retire the side. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. And Jose Lopez will lead it off.
Second baseman for Jose Lopez.
First one to Lopez. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Peavy gets it by him. That is a strike. 0-2. Cut that swing, make contact.
They contributed offensively in their last game with a couple of RBIs. See if he can't do it again today.
Cannot connect on that. Lopez up empty.
A good sequence of pitches right there, using location and selection to get the strikeout.
And the first pitch. Called strike, and Peavy's got him 0-1.
And you can throw the ball down to the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher looking for a K, unconscious. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And that'll retire Concha. Now look at the race for the title in the Western Division. Brought to you by State Farm. The Mariners first place. It's the Angels in second. A's third. And it's the Rangers in fourth. Here's the first pitch. Called strike. And Peavy's got him 0-1.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that 4-seamer down and away.
0-1 pitch is a cut fastball, swung on and missed. 0-2. Here it comes. Ground ball towards second. Beckham throws on to first. Side is retired. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. Taking account of the ball game, there's Ozzie Guillen.
Number 10.
Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. A little too eager, and he's behind 0-2. A swing and a miss. Alexei Ramirez is retired.
Here's the curve on KK.
It's down in the zone, but it's definitely a hittable pitch. Looks like the pitcher just caught him looking for something else, and it threw off his timing.
Outstanding work right there, John. And for the rest of the lineup, maybe they'll be second-guessing the next time around when they face him, especially with 2 strikes. And here's Paul Konerko. Home runs. Leads the American League. Oh! Fastball. Look out. That one is right at his head.
Well, pitchers like to throw in off the plate. If it's not a strike, then you want to send a message to the hitter to back up. It allows you to open up the outer third of the plate now.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. That's going to one-hop off the wall. And he's tagged out at second.
Right fielder.
And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now. He's already homered twice in this one.
Well, he has 2 home runs. They're winning this game by 2, so clearly he's been at least a major part of the difference in this ball game. You have to wonder if they're going to be careful with him here.
Probably should not have swung at that one. It's a strike even though the ball was in the dirt. Here's the delivery. That one bounced in the dirt. He swung. It's a strike. There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. And he's out. They get him with that throw to first base.
Gary was really going for it there, but the catcher's able to get a handle on it, give it over to first base in time. If he doesn't get it there, who knows what it might lead to.
Outstanding hustle to make sure he doesn't get on a 3rd strike. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. It's going to be Wilson now. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Number 9, Jack Wilson.
The first pitch. And it's fouled away. And he leaves that one alone. Jack Wilson shows patience to even up the count. In his career, 269 off the White Sox. Good moving cutter. And it's 1-2 now.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
A liner headed for the hole. And Tien with the catch.
Number 13.
It's Riggins at the plate. Single home run in his last at bat. 1 out, nobody on. And here's the first one. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, you have to be ready for something hard, and this guy wasn't anticipating it. That's why he was late on that 2-seam fastball.
Strike 2. Peavy dominating in this AB. He's got some pitches to play with.
Well, if he can throw this cutter down and away like this, he's going to be very effective. That's an outstanding pitch.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as a K. And we're going to see Ichiro here. Drove in a run earlier in the game. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Beckham throws on to first in time to retire the side. No scoring here, ending this half inning. And Beckham's in the box. Only a 148 career average against Seattle. And the first pitch. Swings at that breaking ball but misses. It's 0-1.
Now, if you got a chance to watch the last ball game, you saw the quality at bat he had. He worked the count, got a pitchy good hit, hit the ball out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting. Nice job.
So that'll bring Alex Rios to the plate.
Well, Gary, as we saw that hitter get hit with the pitch right there, it's just a mechanical issue. He'll get that ironed out a little bit, but I don't think it's intentional, certainly.
And he starts Rios out. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. And now we'll see if he can regroup here. Get the ball swung on and hit. Ichiro to field it. 1 away. Players with the most extra base hits around the league. It's courtesy of State Farm.
A.J. Brzezinski.
It's going to be Brzezinski, and one of the league's most prolific hitters in the top 5. 1 out, runner on at first. Here's the first pitch. That ball is belted deep to left center field. Ball is on its way. Goodbye, a 2-run homer. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one. Pitch down and away, Steve. He found a way to go up and get it.
Oh, that's a pitcher's pitch. I mean, there's not much you can do there. That's an exceptional job of hitting. Not many guys can hit a home run on that one. White Sox lead expanding here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Number 25, Mark Teahen.
First one to Teahen. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing, but he's too late on that one. Strike 1. Steve, this has been an unbelievable offensive show, and contributing to it, the long ball.
Well, you're right. I mean, every single time the pitcher made a mistake, it's been getting knocked around the ballpark.
And it holds at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Tomei gets in. Here's the first delivery. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. The number is over his career, 256 against the Mariners. Fielded by Lopez. He'll throw one to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. The White Sox 4-run lead. 2-hole to get things started next. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. Fresh count, Figgins. Here it comes. That's a strike. Peavy gets it by him.
Well, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes. Get outs right now.
And it's 0-2. Figgins will be careful here to make contact.
Let's see what he's going to do 0-2. The hitter's got to be guessing right now.
Swung on, line softly to right, and that'll put Figgins on first. That's going to bring Milton Bradley up.
Let's look at some rankings and see how Sean Figgins' season's going compared to everyone else this year. First in triples, second in stolen bases, and as you can tell, he's willing to take the walk. Ranked among the top 15 hitters and taking the base on balls, showing real patience at the plate that makes him a quality hitter.
Bradley gets set. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, line softly towards center, and he gets that one down. His second hit, 2 for 4 today. And that will bring up Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, even though he had 2 hits in the last game, his team lost, but he keeps swinging a bat like this, good things are going to happen.
Peavy misses. He's out of the zone down low.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. The pitch. Swung on, hit softly, line to left. That gets down. The tying run coming up. Seattle, here's their shot right now.
Seattle Mariners, second baseman, number 4, Jose Lopez.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
No one out. Sacks full. First one to Lopez. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to second. And there's 1. And 2. Double play. And they bring him home. Keystone area can get a little rough, Steve. Nice turn on the double play.
Just the way they draw it up. Great pivot by the shortstop. Now, Gary, Casey Kochman out there with that unwavering look of determination, desperate to deliver for his team.
Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Ball! Nope, that one not in there. Peavy missing.
Well, they need a big 2-out rally right here. Try to see if you can't reduce this 3-run lead.
This one swung on, hit down the line and right. Rolling into the corner, that's going to be extra bases. And the run comes in.
Now up to the plate.
Well, the hitter makes an adjustment going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored. If you're in that at-bat, what you want to do is make contact. He did. That pays off. It's going to be Clement now. All-important production at this point in the ball game. Cut that deficit. Keep pushing. That's what they're after.
Now, Gary, you know what? They're chipping away at this lead, and just in time, too. They don't have too many opportunities left, so let's see if they can keep on cashing in here.
Tried to get him to go after that cutter, but it's 1-2. Don't have a long way to go, though, Steve. They've got themselves in a position now where a couple of key hits, and they got a chance to take the lead.
This is a critical at-bat right here. Let's see what he can do, because if they keep the pressure on, they may take the lead.
So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. The Mariners, they are making progress. They've cut into this lead. For 3 thus far.
Number 18, Johnny Damon.
First pitch on the way to Damon. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. Off the wall on a hop. Quick moment here. Look at the teams who are doing the most yard work. Brought to you as always by State Farm. The White Sox #1. The Red Sox in second. Third spot the Rangers. Jays fourth. And we've got the Twins who are number 5.
There's a lot of power in this lineup, Gary, and I tell you, it's a nightmare for any pitcher. You know, usually you have 1 or 2 guys that can take you out of the ballpark. They have a plethora of guys who can do damage. If one doesn't get you, the next one will.
Low for a ball to Ramirez. His lifetime average, 356 against the Mariners. He deals. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. That hard sinker, he just can't catch up.
1-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the breaker, 1 down.
To the plate with the Chicago
Let's see this curve again.
first base.
Well, this one was running down and away, but even if he didn't swing it in, he might have still caught the corner.
Yeah, John, that pitch is pretty perfectly placed.
Nothing you can do about it.
Here is Paul Konerko. A great opportunity for him and the Sox. And he starts Konerko out. Ball belted deep left center field. Way back, way back. Goodbye, home run, a 2-run digger. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one.
White Sox lead expanded here. Big hits.
Right fielder, number 20, Carlos Quentin.
Base is empty, 1 out. And Riggins sets up his target. He gets Quentin to swing, strike 1. And Steve, looks like this is right where you want to do it. There's a swing and a liner. And it gets down, a 3-for-4 game. Good hitting job. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
Now breaking down Carlos Quentin's season so far, let's see how he stacks up compared to everybody else. First in batting average, first in hits, and he's also first in on-base percentage. That knack of getting on base better than anybody else. He can spoil a pitcher's pitch, work the count. He knows the strike zone extremely well.
One out, man on first. Here's the delivery. Change up in there for a called strike.
A very effective pitch. The changeup painting the outside corner. Now you can go back hard in or go soft away again.
Swung on, a fly ball heading towards the corner and right. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. This a great situation for some offense.
That's 3 consecutive hits he's given up. He can't be out of gas yet. He just has to bear down and get somebody out. They don't want to go to the bullpen this early in the game.
And Alex Rios up. Career numbers, .318 batting average against the Mariners. Well hit towards the middle, and it gets through as Rios brings him across the plate. And the White Sox, they just keep rolling.
Number 12, A.J. Pierzynski.
They're just teeing off right now. 4 straight hits, and clearly this offense is locked in.
He'll be relieving for the Mariners now. Chance to drive it around A.J. Pierzynski. Boy, this lineup is just pushing the pitching right now. It's tough to get anybody out.
Well, as you can see, they're just pouring it on right now. They got out to an early lead, and the hits keep on coming, and so do the runs.
Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a hit deep into center field. Way back there. Goodbye, a 3-run homer.
Gave it some thought, decided to go with a 4-seam fastball, and probably should have thought something different because he made him pay for it. Threw it in his hot zone, and he hit it out.
Now up to the
They have
plate.
not figured out a way to offense today. They look so
Number
good.
5, Mark Teahan.
Here's the pitch. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. Steve, this lineup combined with their pitching right now in a position to be unstoppable.
Well, no question about it. In the other dugout, the manager's got to be thinking, what am I going to do with this pitcher? Should I get him out of it?
Line shot into center field. Oh, wow. Another hit. They just won't quit. So, Jim Thome coming up. Stay proud with a look at the staffs who are piling up Ks over the last 10. Number 1, the Mariners. 2nd, the Yankees. The Royals 3rd. 4th, the Twins. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
Well, these staffs can really throw the heat. They can get the swings and misses, and those strikeouts can become so important because rallies can happen in the 1st inning just like they can happen in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Runner at first with one down. Thome gets in. Here's the first delivery. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1. Misses for a ball to even things at 1.
Good spot there, just down a little bit out of the zone, tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
He delivers. Hit sharply towards the hole.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
And it'll be Brandon Lee doing the pitching. He'll be relieving for the Mariners now. And it's Johnny Damon now. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
Off the ground, played by Kochman.
He's out.
1. Back to first. Not in time. Wanted 2, won't get
Now
it.
up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
Alexei Ramirez now with a couple on and 2 away. Struck out swinging last time.
Ramirez.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Picked up by Wilson. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they're finally set down, but not before they have a big inning punctuated by 2 big home runs. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. We'll be looking to the leadoff batter later on. Shot there, looking at Don Wakamatsu. And tough decisions, maybe or maybe not. This bench needs some inspiration. He'll try to give it to him. First pitch. And that misses 1-0.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the ninth to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Strike one, Peavy evens the count.
Well, he gets the breaking ball right over the heart of the plate. He must have been looking for something else.
Wilson, he takes that one. It's in there. Still 1-2. And he leaves that one alone. Jack Wilson shows patience to even up the count. Hit in the air to left center. That one gets down for a base hit.
Now batting.
Boy, after all that effort, seeing all those pitches, you had a good feeling that the hitter was at the advantage, and he was right there, finally getting that big hit.
At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. And that gets through for a base hit. And that will bring up Ichiro.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game, the manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
And we'll get to see Tony Pena pitching. The White Sox turning to a reliever here.
Well, it's about time. I mean, I don't know what they weren't seeing from the dugout. They should have gotten out of this game a lot earlier.
First pitch on the way to Ichiro. And he takes one in there, 0-1. Lifetime, he's hit .326 against the White Sox. A swing line to left center. And it gets down. That's hit number 3 on the ball game and 5 at bats. Seattle, here's their shot right now.
Number 8, Sean Biggin.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
Starts him off with a pitch on the outside corner, strike 1.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
Started to go around. That pitch is in there anyway. 0-2. Still 0-2. And that's another foul ball.
Well, the battle starts when you step in the batter's box, but the real battle starts when the count is 0-2, and that's where he sees himself. But give him credit. He's keeping himself alive by fouling off that tough
ground ball to short. And it's in there, so Figgins has knocked one home. Openings for this lineup offensively, don't give it to them now because they are hot.
Well, you want to see why some guys are great run producers and some guys struggle in those situations? Look at the battle he had right there in this at-bat. A long at-bat, but he comes through with that clutch RBI hit.
Bases are loaded and nobody out. Bradley gets set. Here's the first pitch. And there's ball 1. He's averaged .297 lifetime off the White Sox. This is the inside corner that time, 2-0.
But you got the bases loaded, nowhere to put them, and you put your...
Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And it's caught by Ramirez. And that will keep the bases loaded.
A beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. The pitch. Now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen, just keep getting outs right now. The countdown's there. You only need 4 outs left to win this ballgame.
And he can't make the play. This could be trouble. They score the run. He's safe at third base. No play to be made. And Figgins comes across to score. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double.
Well, he's having a heck of a day so far. It's his 3rd hit of the game in this one. They just can't seem to find an answer for him.
With the runner on second, Jose Lopez in. Now they still need a line. Lined right at the second baseman. That'll do it as they put that one away. A strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. The Mariners, they are making progress. They've cut into this lead. And Paul Konerko to lead it off. And a 2-run homer in his last AB.
Quality, productive at-bats, driving in a run, and then the big home run as well. So their team's winning, and he's been a big part of the production.
Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Over his lifetime, 293 off Seattle. Ground ball played Figgins. And Konerko retired.
Right fielder, number 20.
Carlos Quentin batting now. There's one down. He's driven home 3 in this one.
Gary, he's been an absolute nemesis today. I mean, he's so locked in right now, and 2 home runs in this one, and obviously they got a chance to run away with it.
First pitch to Quentin. That ball is hit a long way deep into right center field, way back there. Goodbye, home run. Well, I don't know what's going wrong for these guys, extending their lead to 6. Solo, big shot.
Pretty good ball game right there. 3 home runs in the
Come here, Steve. He might not want to dig in.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, he is swinging the bat. White Sox lead expanding here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
A shot up the middle, and in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. So that brings Alex Rios to the plate.
Well, anytime you have 2 hits in a game, it will build confidence, and he's carrying it over into this game.
1 down, runner at first. And he starts Rios out. Off the ground, played by Kochman. Gets one at second. And there's the second out, a double play. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. Looking to the lineup, 6, 7, 8 hitters. There's a familiar face, Ozzie Guillen looking up. Great game his club has put together. Things have gone really well. And Casey Kochman to lead it off. No hits in 2 at-bats lifetime against Fame. And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching as they make the pitching swap. John, wondering what's his primary focus here against the Seattle lineup?
Well, Bobby Jenks is one of these big closers that come in the game, kind of like they were back in the 80s and the early 90s. A big guy that comes out and throws absolute gas. Easy, smooth motion that generates 98 to 100 mile an hour fastball. He's a strikeout pitcher, and he finishes games.
Jenks with a delivery. First pitch of fastball. That's in there for a strike.
Well, a non-save situation right here.
Swung on, line to right field. And it's through. Credit Kochman a single. Late throw. He's on at first.
But just what his team needed. He continues to swing a great bat. 3 hits from now in this ball game, and he's on with no outs.
And the first pitch. Hut shot towards the hole. That's 1 down.
As if, winning big right now, you just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
It's going to be Wilson now. In this matchup, lifetime, 1 for 3 off Jenks. Here's the pitch. Taps this one foul to the right. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Jack Wilson.
That's a pretty fast pitch right there, and hard to get that much break on it.
2 straight fastballs he still couldn't catch up with.
Well, a pitcher comes back with a fastball right after he threw one and gets the K.
Swing, hot shot. Beckham. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
A good all-around effort, Gary, by the White Sox today allowed them to get the win. They've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
And we present our Pepsi Clutch Performance. Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
Now, you and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big wins.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu, adieu.